The following is meant for entertainment and educational purposes. It is not meant to establish a doctor-patient relationship. Please consult your mental health provider for your mental health needs. Hello, welcome to Chez Eric, where we talk about psychiatry and religion with a focus on how to apply it to your life. My name is Dr. Eric. I am a psychiatrist who happens to be religious, and we are talking about William James's The Varieties of Religious Experience, and we're going through, I think, one of his favorite topics called Mysticism, lectures 16 and 17. Last time we kind of emphasized, different types of descriptions of mysticism, and that it's something that you can't quite, again, describe, but it's not really part of your senses, but you describe it as your senses, and it's not a thought, and watch the previous video if you haven't already. William James now goes through mysticism in Christianity, and I imagine does this in detail because he's more familiar with Christianity since that's his religion. And many have viewed mystical experiences with suspicion, right? While some were seen with favorability by religious authorities. So, when someone has a mystical experience, it doesn't automatically become something that people accept immediately. However, we know that the experiences of mystics have often been foundational to build a religious order or religious institution based on that, again, that original mystical experience. And the legitimacy of those mystical experiences is based on these mystics, like whether or not these things are true. And so he states that the system in which we understand mysticism is through meditation. And meditation, he's defining it as a methodical evaluation of the soul towards God. And through meditation, higher levels of mystical experiences can be attained. And he notes that in Protestantism, especially evangelical Protestantism, he says that has abandoned everything methodological about this related to meditation. As a result, the Protestant mystical experience has become more sporadic versus, I guess, the Catholic, where it's more structured, right? And so the first set of meditation is for the mind to detach from your sensations. That's the first step for meditation. And then there are manuals by St. Ignatius of spiritual exercises. What St. Ignatius does is that he imagines the holy scenes, and then the highest version of his practice would seem like, so you imagine the holy scenes, and then you meditate, and then you feel a connection towards God in this mystical state, and that it seems like the highest form of this could be argued as, that was a hallucination, right, of an image of Christ, right? And sensorial images play a very large part in meditation. In certain cases, the imagery can fall away, and often what happens is what people describe as the highest raptures of this mystical state. And then these states of consciousness become ultimately indescribable. However, we have to understand that when we're trying to understand the mystical experience, it's in relation to the revelation that it brings. People can have a good hallucinatory experience, right? Yeah, and they feel like they get close to God. That's certainly a wonderful religious experience. But the mystical experience needs to reveal a greater truth. Without that greater truth, you don't really have a mystical experience, you just have a nice connection with God. And the way this truth is communicated through the mystical experience is very diverse, right? Some of it relates to the world, but more often than not, it relates to a revelation that's theological and metaphysical in nature. So, these mystical states seem to go beyond anything that our conscious minds are doing, something super conscious or subconscious, right? And it involves biology in ways as we describe it as symptoms, whether it's pain or ecstasy or things like that. You can argue that, there are chemicals going through the brain and therefore that mystical state is happening. But it's too difficult to describe in words. However, how do you differentiate between a mystical experience and an imagined experience? It seems the next thing we need to really understand is the relationship between mysticism and our biology. So we'll be going through that next time. I hope you enjoyed that. Do like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts below about whether you agree or disagree, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Hey, sign up for my weekly newsletter. I send out emails every week on psychiatry and religion. I realize that email is a great way to go deep into these topics, so if you want more content, check out ChezEricPurl.com and subscribe over there. Thanks.